the super chat says, nobody is holding up the Blueprint 3 like Big Steppers. Many people love 444. I think it's a strong album. You guys gave it a 92/100 on your site. Yeah, Maurice rated that. He did a really good job on the rating too in the article of writing it, but he was a fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of 444 like that. It's a weird. And thanks for reading the article on the site, though. By the way, Anime Bros podcast. John Green with the super chat says Nostradamus or Volume 3. Volume 3. Um,
Yes, Volume 3.
Melvin Wright with the super chat says Volume 2 might be his worst mic performance. No, I mean because you got it's
Volume
all
2,
right
that nigga
on
what
there,
nigga who?
and
The
you got
nigga what
it's
nigga who
yeah,
shit.
you got all right on there too on the Jewels. I
Reservoir
blew more
Dogs.
money than Latrell, huh?
Reservoir Dogs.
That
Verse on
too.
Reservoir Dogs.
I need a hoe in my life to blow on my dice so we can make our points twice and skate out of town. I need that. Blow on my ice, you cuz. Nigga singing Jigger, you know you needs that. Blowing out like Jesus. They ain't seeing me holding the mic and in your life you find them seeds so impolite at me. I'm so in the nice. Got cats on the corner like, don't me and Jigger be flowing alike? Nah, not in your life. Ain't nobody rocking like Mr. Jay-Z. Nah, Volume 2 Jay is out rhyming Volume 3 Jay. Sorry. I think, you know what? Because we got to be fair here. The Dynasty is kind of a compilation. And because a lot of these songs that we're talking about, from 1-900 Hustle to Stick to the Script to You, Me, Her, Him to This Can't Be Life, it got people on it because it's a compilation. You know what I mean? So I think we got to take the Dynasty out of the conversation. And if that's the case, yes, Volume 3 is his weakest mic performance of the first run. Is that fair? I want to see what Leroy Green has to say. Leroy Green with the super chat says, Hova song, so ghetto. Do it again. His best verse on the whole album to me. Dope Man, Snoopy track, Pop for Rock.
I like Dope Man. Pop for
Watch
Rock is
Me.
not good.
He's just
Pop
naming
for Rock is
songs
not
now.
good. Just stop
He's
that.
just naming songs now.
Watch Me is trash.
Watch Me. There's Been a Murder.
Trash.
NYMP.
Not
Fire.
good.
But Jay is also a mainstream
Put it in a
rapper.
bag. Put it in a bag and set it on fire. Them records ain't fire.
Yeah, Pop for Rock's not good. You can't believe that, Leroy.
Dope Man's beat could have been better, but I like Dope Man too.
Melvin Wright.
The bar work on Dope Man's pretty strong too, Mike. The bar work on Dope Man's pretty strong.
I see what he was trying to do, but you know, definitely was no I gave you power or anything. That's not fair. Melvin Wright with the super chat says those songs are better than what you named on Volume 3. Those songs are better than what you named on Volume 3? I don't know, man. Volume 2 has better songs. I mean, I think that's just straight up. But
more classic songs.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the straight up bar work, man, I think we talk about him dumbing down his flow to double his dollars. I think that's more Volume 3 than Volume 2, the way people think
no,
it is.
It's Volume 2 too, because it's a conversation.
It is. Volume 2 opened that door, but I think he doubled down on dumbing down his flow on Volume 3. With the exception of Do It Again. And I think that's because Beans was on there.
That's because Siegel just totally destroyed
that. Yeah, because Beans was on there and Jay's like, no, I got to rap for real on this one.
I'm telling you that's Beans' song and Jay took the song.
Yeah. So I don't even know how we got on this tangent, but yes.
When was Jay taking beats from Rockwilder?
Right.
And then you hear Stop Chill on Beanie Siegel's The Truth, which is done by who?
Rockwilder.
So who you think was really into having the sessions with Rockwilder? Beans? Okay, I'm going to say less.
Is that the only beat that Rockwilder ever made for Jay?
He didn't make that beat for Jay.
Well, I mean, the only Rockwilder beat that's on a Jay-Z album.
That I'm privy to. Can you think of another?
I can't think
How I Rock.
I can't think of any. And the only other albums that I would say mic performance-wise, Uncle Fran with the super chat, he says, I have Volume 3 better than Volume 2. And yes, a lot of us love 444. How do y'all put Volume 3 over Volume 2 exactly?
Because
You got
Okay,
Volume
so-
3 over Volume 2 as well?
I don't, because Volume 2 plays better in the album format. But if you were going highlight song for highlight song, it's probably Volume 3. That's what I mean. Is like, we'll do it again. And Big Pimpin' are the singles. I do like those as singles more than I like Hard Knock Life and Nigga What Nigga Who.
Do you? Then you got
I
Money
do.
Cash Ho. I
Well,
actually
maybe not Nigga What Nigga Who. That might have been wrong. I definitely like it more than. How about this? I like it more than Can I Get a in Hard Knock Life.
man, they played Can I Get Her to the Ground. What about Money Ain't a Thing? That's on there too.
No, that's on Jermaine Dupri's album.
It's
Mike.
on here too. Like it
Mike,
is.
doesn't count, Mike. It
You're
was on
not
Jay-Z's
counting Money
album
Ain't a
first,
Thing?
and then it got released as a Jermaine Dupri song. That don't count. Money Ain't a Thing don't count, Mike. I'm sorry.
This is what
Neither
the
does
lineup.
It's All Right, Mike. I'm sorry. Like this shit. It's not,
This is what this album looks like in relation to Volume 3.
It's not part of the festivities. I'm sorry, Mike.
You got
album actually stops with Reservoir Dogs. Really, like
you got Handed Down, Hard Knock Life, If I Should Die, Ride or Die, Nigga What Nigga Who, Money Cash Hoes, A Week Ago, Coming of Age, Can I Get Her, Paper Chase, Reservoir Dogs, It's Like That, It's Alright, Money Ain't a Thing. It's a better album.
it plays better, but this is what I'm saying, Mike. It's all right. Money and a Thing don't count.
It's on the album. I feel you.
Mike,
but this is back in the
bonus
day.
tracks on the original version of the
They
album,
do.
Mike. You know that.
They do.
don't count. They're bonus tracks.
They,
Right.
very collaborative, heavy album though. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I really
How about this?
I loved Big
How about-
Pimpin' when it came out, but at this day and age, I don't listen to Big Pimpin' a lot.
I was actually about to, but how about this? This is what I was about to tell you though, Mike. Would you rather have Snoopy track, a Nigga What Nigga Who?
Same producer. All right, look. I think Nigga What Nigga Who is the better song. I like Snoopy track more, and if I heard both of those individual beats, I'm picking the Snoopy track beat.
Snoopy track.
Yeah. But
And
his
he's
rap
actually his
performance
flowest.
is much better on Nigga What Nigga Who.
That's because of the pace of the beat. That's all I do is rap and sex. Imagine how I stroke. See how it's flowing on my last cassette? Grab a fire like a grabbing a tech. Never jam though, never get high, never run out of ammo. Niggas hating the shit because they change your bitch. Know your favorite. I know it made you sick. Now you acting raw like you never had raw. Like you never had war. Don't know how to carry a hoe. Wanna marry a hoe. Now she's mad at me because your majesty just happens to be your pimp. What a tragedy. She want us to end because I fucked the friend. She gave me one more chance and I fucked her again.
She's in the Thames that I busted in. Leroy Green with the super chat says Jay's club records get called dumbed down, but music that people can celebrate life to isn't necessarily dumb. It's
See,
a
but how about
balance
this?
to
This
life.
is what I'm trying to do. But this is what I was about to go to is that, well, Snoopy track kind of cancels out Nigga What Nigga Who, but Mike, Timbaland also did Come and Get Me, and whether you believe in Big Pimpin' or not in terms of how it sounds, I'm going to tell you why Big Pimpin' holds up. One, because everybody knows the words, because two, because Bun B smashed that record lyrically, and three, because Pimp C's part really is legendary. And that's three great Timbaland tracks on that album.
And Timbaland did a lot of work on Volume 3, and I like the Volume 3 era, Jay, because of him and Timbaland's collaborative works.
That's when Hey Poppy got made too, Mike.
Yep. Hey Poppy and all that stuff. Is that your bitch? Or whatever.
Bitch got made? Yeah.
But I find it interesting when Timbaland and Jay, two of the best in their respective fields, come together. It comes together well, but it seems like Timbaland on the helm of a Jay album turns out to be some of Jay's weaker stuff. Holy Grail's another one where Timbaland did a lot on there. Timbaland did a lot on Volume 3. And honestly, I don't think Ola Ovito's a bad record. I think it just doesn't fit on the blueprint. But on the blueprint, he made one of the more forgettable records.
I'm going to keep on saying this, and it's not personal. He's a better R&B producer than he is a rap producer. It's always been that way. He's just hit the most home runs with Jay. If you really look at his rap record, I mean, to be honest with you, outside of the J records, what do you think is the best Timberland hip hop record? I was thinking like maybe "Put You on the Game" by The Game.
That shit's hard.
It is.
Um, I
Love "Put You
mean,
on the
you're
Game."
not including Missy stuff, right? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Where's his non Jay-Z gems?
He did roll out for Ludacris.
Okay. I like Rollout. No,
I
no,
like
no. You can roll with Rollout. Rollout, Put You on the
Petey
Game.
Pablo, Raise Up.
Okay.
More of these should jump out. And it's interesting, like you said, him and Jay connect, but even when him and Jay connect, when it comes to an album, these are like the bottom tier Jay-Z albums. And when he's on one of the top
Timberland out. Jay's the only one that really ever has hit Timberland out the park on some rap shit, is what I'm trying to say. And
no,
so
you're
it
right.
seems a little bit more inflated.
Because even when Snoop tried to work with Tim on that Snoop Dogg, it was a miss.
Yeah, nothing on them J records.
Yeah, and same thing with I don't know how y'all feel about Headsprung by LL, but that was a miss for me.
I was somewhere in the middle, but it wasn't what I wanted to hear.
No. I mean, if I'm naming 20 LL songs, Headsprung's not coming up.
They call me Big Ellie.
Nah, that's not happening. Love You Better will come up, though. KC1 with the super chat says, all this proves is how little subject matter Jay has. His music aged terribly.
Ooh, they just gave up something. Hold on. Christopher Hogan, Bubba Sparks, Deliverance by Bubba Sparks. There you go. That album is great.
Did he make that whole album?
He did. He did every track on that album. Okay. Actually, no. I think Organized.
I was going to say, I thought they were involved. Now, they make albums. Uncle Fran with the super chat says, yeah, Mike, he he was carried by Timbaland in the volume era. I don't know if he was quote unquote carried. I don't know if that's an accomplishment there, but no, he was carrying the Timbaland beats. Like you said, from a hip hop standpoint, Timbaland doesn't really have like that MC to go to except for Jay. I always thought Busta and Timbaland would do more together, and that didn't even happen. So, yeah.
It was Organized Noise too.
It was Organized Noise. Yeah.
Let me
I just find that interesting though, man. Like whenever Timbaland's highly involved in the Jay-Z project, it seems to be more of the lower tier Jay-Z albums. You got Volume 3 and you got Holy Grail. I want to say he did damn near everything on Holy Grail.
Now, Organized Noise only did do 4 tracks. Timbaland did 10. Timbaland did 10, so Timbaland did the bulk of the album.
The song Deliverance is dope. I've been traveling for some time. Yeah, he did his thing on there.
Yeah, She Tried was my favorite thing on there.
It's a lot of people couldn't afford Timbaland. That's true as well. But yeah, I think that his R&B stuff does kind of trump his rap stuff. And that's why when you and I did our verses where I had the Neptunes and you had Timbaland, I was able to go towards more of the rap vein because that was tougher to match because Timbaland has great R&B stuff. The energy's different. Jay Short with the super chat says, Volume 3 also had Jigga My Nigga and Girl's Best Friend as a bonus track. So
keep those. Keep those.
So Perception is...
Stop doing this bonus track stuff. Keep those records, man.
He says, so Perception is that it had as many hits as Volume 2. And It's Been a Murder was my favorite.
I like the beat to It's Been a Murder. It could have been done better.
Well, what all Timbaland do on the Blueprint 2? He did that one song I hate, man. I ain't trying to be rude, dude. Yeah, now that song was awful. You remember that song?
No, I don't play the Blueprint.
You don't remember that song? It was on Disc 2.
That's why. I definitely don't play Disc 2. Like, I don't play Disc 2 like after like somehow, some way usually. Like it usually cuts off after somehow, some way. It's like, I ain't going to take this out.
Somehow, some way is hard.
Yeah.
Again, man. Again, man, like, you know, when it comes to this hip hop stuff, Kanye steps in and show people how to make albums, man. That's all I'm saying.